What's up, YouTube? Now today we finna react to what we learned from the Spider-Man brand new day photos, man. So I ain't gonna cap. I've been a little bit under the weather, a little sick, but I finally got back on this bitch. Yeah, that's been what's going on. But we gonna do this video, and then I'm gonna go kind of look at what the other niggas do, cause I don't just watch new rock stars. I be watching everything always. I watch everybody, so I'm gonna try to skim through everyone's video. They probably just got all the same information though. That's what it looks like from the looks of it. So we might not even do that. But I will be going live tonight. I'm gonna go live tonight and do some like I promised this October we were supposed to do a whole bunch of scary stuff, and I haven't been doing that, man. So tonight I'm gonna get on some type of scary videos. I might have the guys in here. If not, we just gonna be solo dolo doing this shit. So yeah, that's what we doing, bro. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's what we gonna do. I'm looking at my TV. So what I do, I got the YouTube up on my TV, and all the videos I see up here, I'm gonna react to. But I'm not really seeing nothing that's worth doing. Like I said, I think this guy is just gonna give us all the information we're gonna need on this topic. But I see a new season 2 trailer for X-Men '97 coming out, so I might check that out too. It just depends. But let's get into the video.
Rockstars, I'm Eric Voss, and the latest reveals from Spider-Man Brand New Day have opened the door to this movie being not just an Avengers scale conflict with the Hulk, Punisher, Scorpion, and some villain we still don't really know for sure, but a pathway to further X-Men and mutants in the MCU. How did I get there? From this unflattering shot of Tom Holland's stunt double doing some Ace Ventura ass talking? Watch the video and find out! I'm assuming it's an Ace Ventura thing and not whatever it is some of you may be thinking. Okay, production for Spider-Man Brand New Day has moved to London, where we know they have been shooting some prison break sequence. I'm getting that from this image of the production schedule board that was taken within director Destin Daniel Cretton's office. A prison break that we now know includes Michael Mando as Mac Gargan, Scorpion, being transported in a helicopter, still in his white prisoner attire, as he was in the Spider-Man Homecoming post-credit scene where he threatened to throw Spider-Man's head in a dryer. Now, who sent this helicopter? Why go to all this effort to break out a relatively low-level criminal who had to do these slop deals on the Staten Island ferry? I have no idea, but it could be as simple as Mac Gargan just really hates Spider-Man that much. And maybe there's someone else out there who wants to be sure to ruin all their linens with Spider-Man's severed head. But speaking of, it has something to do with Spider-Man, I think, excuses, this is the same Mac Gargan who, at Rikers, probably would have something to say about his fellow inmate Adrian Toomes getting magically transported out of the MCU dimension into that dimension with Morbius. Will that random Andy Dufresne disappearance come up in this movie at all? I doubt it, but these London shoots are also giving onlookers some context about Bruce Banner's role in the film. There is a huge hole blown out of the side of a building that you could say is one that Bruce Banner might have Hulk smashed through. It also seems like that armored truck that we saw Spider-Man swinging all over in the earlier parts of production starts in this sequence, and we see this vehicle being suddenly jerked upward as if it's going to end up being hoisted and flipped by someone with the strength of a Hulk. We also see some images of Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner in a medical gurney being loaded into an ambulance.
Man, bro, I need YouTube Premium. What's till I get this job, bro? Paying for that shit immediately.
By New York City paramedics. In another long-range photo showing Ruffalo's face, my dude looks beat up. So it seems like Banner will be in some kind of medical emergency, or maybe this Avenger was just tackled in the middle of a meditation by someone like Frank Castle, quickly Ruffalo roughed up, and then sedated.
All right. So what I don't get about this movie, Frank Castle and I don't know the Matt Murdock, Daredevil. I don't y'all. They're finna be in this movie with Hulk and Spider-Man. How are they finna fight? Like these are normal niggas, and I know, no disrespect to Daredevil because he be fighting, but it's fucking Spider-Man and the Hulk. I damn near don't see how Spider-Man is fighting the Hulk, but hey, you know what I'm saying? He did it in that one cartoon, so I guess they gonna go that route on some shit. But you know, that's good. I can see that. I can see Spider-Man fighting the Hulk. So I can see that before I see Daredevil fighting the Hulk though. before I see Frank Castle, Punisher fighting the Hulk. That nigga got guns. Like, another thing about this movie, you know what I'm saying? William Fisk I think Fisk gonna be in here, and I just want to know like how is Fisk and the Hulk thing gonna come together? None of this makes sense. I really can't wait to see what they do with this because it's not making sense. Like normally with these films, with the Marvel films, I can kind of like, okay, I can guess what's about to happen. Like with the what's that shit called? Avengers Doomsday. We know for what Doom's about to do. Doom's about to go from universe to universe, killing niggas off, and then he's gonna make Battle World, or whatever it's called. I think that's what it's called, Battle World. I know about that. Like it's obvious that that's what they're about to do. But with this, it's not as obvious. I really don't know what's about to happen. And then they talking about Scorpion about to have the Venom. We never seen that before. Like maybe that's some comic junk. I'm not really too deep into the comics, not too deep, but I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So that he could not Hulk
A
out,
lot
and
of this
is
stuff
now
be
being
confusing.
transported to a facility where that will never happen again. We know, as of Captain America Brave New World, that one facility where that would be possible is the Raft. That's where Red Hulk, President Thaddeus Ross, is being kept. We learned in Marvel Zombies actually that each of these cells is designed to be ejectable into the open ocean. There have also been some images of Liza Colon-Zayas with Spider-Man. The Bear actress is wearing a trench coat that has many wondering if her character could be NYPD Detective Jean DeWolf. I'm going to spoil this here because it is a storyline from all the way back in 1985 to 1986. But the character is perhaps best known for the death of Jean DeWolf's storyline. In this storyline, Jean takes on a partner, former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Stanley Carter, and they become lovers. But Jean is too in love to see the truth that Stanley is obsessed with punishing criminals, which evolves into a need for all sinners to die, turning him into a serial killer villain named the Sin Eater. Jean ends up getting killed here. This leads Spider-Man to team up with Daredevil to bring Sin Eater to justice. Now, I will admit, that's a lot to get from just this shot of Liza Colon-Zayas wearing a trench coat. I'm just kind of having trouble getting over this angle of the shot from high above, which kind of looks like Liza is a smushed little figurine with big old boots. But the Sin Eater is one possibility of a major villain in this movie that could play well into Spider-Man Brand New Day being a street-level story, and thematically, a story that would involve the Punisher, Frank Castle, a vigilante who also believes in personally delivering the death penalty to violent criminals who he feels deserve it. Thank you to BetterHelp for
And that's
sponsoring this
another
video.
thing. Is it really street level if the Hulk is in here? Hold on. Is it really street level if the Hulk is in this bitch? Y'all? Like he's fought Thanos at this point. Like it's not really street level.
Movie. After representing Peter Parker and Happy
And I'm not
Hogan
one of
as
those
a
people that's
defense
like, I
attorney in
want a street
Spider-Man
level
No Way
Spider-Man.
Home,
I
here's
honestly
what
don't care. I
Charlie
like
told our
the
friend
other
Brandon
three
Davis at
films.
New
I
York
like,
Comic
I
Con.
I
like,
don't
I
read
like all the
anything,
Spider-Man.
so
So
I don't know.
I
I don't know what
just
they know.
saying,
You watch your own show.
I
I know
know
that they all think I'm in
they
Spider-Man
can't really call this
because I'm
street
filming
level.
something in London, which I'm
Hulk is
not.
not street
Not
level
in Spider-Man.
at
I'm not in Spider-Man.
at
Well, then I
all.
have to follow. Are you in Avengers? No. I'm just concentrating on DD right now. I don't know if I believe you, but we'll wait and find out.
Ha! I don't know if I believe you. Get him, Beanie! And good on you, my man, for making it look totally normal that you guys were holding podcast table mics. Hey, folks, you gotta get your audio however you can at these type of events. But what's got a lot of folks chatting are our first images of Sadie Sink, whose character has remained a mystery. Everyone from roller derby CSI investigator Crusher Carly Cooper to Tobey Maguire Peter Parker's daughter Mayday Parker from another universe has been speculated by the fandom, but now here's what we're seeing. Her character has red hair, and on set, they're putting her in this big hooded long-tailed coat, which isn't just to keep the actors warm, but to hide what their costume looks like from any prying eyes. And what these prying eyes see is at the bottom of her coat, near her boots, just a glimpse of some yellow costume. This has led many to speculate that Sadie Sink could be playing Firestar, Angelica Angel Jones, who was first created for the NBC animated series Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends in 1981, and was later established as a character in the Marvel Comics. She has the ability to project what's referred to as a microwave aura around her body and mentally cast outward these waves, which really just take the form of fire. But they couldn't really call it fire or torch or anything because originally the creators wanted to use the Human Torch for the series, but the rights were tied up, which is how you get microwave aura. But like many new Marvel characters who were introduced during this period, she is categorized as a mutant and even identified in the series as a former member of the X-Men, along with the other third of the trio of this series, Bobby Drake, Iceman. Now the reason that's important is that Bobby Drake is a character many of us have speculated to be a strong candidate as a gateway mutant for Marvel Studios' X-Men coming in 2028. We think. What I mean by that? Well, nearly every X-Men adaptation, at least the ones that introduce us to a lot of X-Men at once, brings us into that world through the eyes of one mutant runaway, a young, scared mutant who feels particularly vulnerable for a number of reasons. In the X-Men the Animated Series pilot, that gateway mutant was Jubilee. In the original pilot, it was Kitty Pryde. In the 2000 X-Men film, it was Anna Paquin as Rogue. In the first episode of X-Men 97, it was Roberto DaCosta Sunspot in that role. And while I could see MCU gateway mutants being people like Kamala Khan or Bailey Maximoff or his brother Tommy, who's going to be played by Ruri Malika in Vision Quest, my pitch for the gateway mutant for the MCU mutant saga has been Bobby Drake Iceman. Now, some are saying that these yellow pants could have just been Sadie Sink's cargo pants that she was wearing when she showed up to set that day, and that the actress changed into jeans when the camera started rolling. Sure, that could be the case, but I'm just saying it's not common for actors of productions this secretive to even come out of their makeup trailers in just the clothes they showed up that day wearing, and they only wear these kind of coats when they're covering a sensitive costume. It wasn't that cold in London that day. Mostly, I'm just explaining this Firestar angle to cover our bases in case Sadie Sink is playing someone other than Carly Cooper or someone else from the brand new day era of the comics, and I have a suspicion that Marvel is going to use this movie, even though it's a Sony production, to introduce some mutant characters that they can use to populate their coming mutant saga. So how would all of these disconnected pieces come together into a movie that makes any narrative sense? Well, if this movie, or at least if Marvel Studios' contribution to it, is to begin to pivot toward the mutant saga, we could finally get some big answers as to what makes someone a mutant in the MCU, what causes that mutation, and if certain individuals were born with an X gene, then why is that only surfacing now in the mutant saga? Also, how did the Peter Parker of this MCU get his powers? If Oscorp didn't exist in this reality, according to Norman Osborn's line in No Way Home, what radioactive spider bit?
If they make mutant, I mean, damn, I can't talk. If they make Peter a mutant, bro, that's gonna be weird. They better not do this
Peter,
shit.
and why is Hulk in this movie? Well, the answer to all of these questions could be gamma radiation. The theory that I've been chewing on since this video after No Way Home is that the reason Tony Stark was able to locate Peter Parker from his YouTube videos was because Tony was tracking this kid, the same kid that he bumped into at Queens in Iron Man 2, tracking him ever since that dumb kid trespassed into Avengers Tower after the Avengers left it in 2015 during Age of Ultron. And that kid got bitten by a spider that had crawled through Bruce Banner's gamma lab that we know was there since Bruce and Tony were tinkering in that lab during Age of Ultron. It would line up with the 6 months ago that Peter mentioned to Tony in Civil War. Gamma radiation is also what irradiated Bruce Banner's blood to turn him into the Hulk. And in Avengers Endgame, Bruce confirmed that the cosmic radiation emitted by the Infinity Stones is mostly gamma. So the shockwaves of radiation that spread through the universe anytime those 6 stones were snapped all together also hit everyone with a strong dosage of gamma radiation. Most people, we could argue, had no effect. But for some people, it did. Like, we know one of those stones, the Mind Stone, is what activated the dormant powers of Wanda Maximoff. I guess you could also stretch this to say that the hard light that gives Kamala Khan her powers could be that same gamma signature for all we know. So while this radiation hit everybody, individuals who had what would normally have been an undiscovered dormant X gene suddenly had changes. And boom, you got mutants. Now, I don't know if this movie would go as far to like retcon Peter Parker or Bruce Banner as mutants in the film universe, but you know, maybe you could say that the same gamma radiation that gave them their powers, in their case intravenously via their blood, could make them allies to the individuals who had those changes come about because of a genetic predisposition. So I guess my pitch here is that Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to feature some villain who found a way to identify which individuals in society have this dangerous mutant status, and Spider-Man and Hulk are going to team up to protect those people. And that's how...
If y'all wondering why I keep turning around, I keep hearing something. But I don't know what it is.
Spider-Man in this movie could end up with his amazing friends Angel and Bobby, future stars of Marvel Studios X-Men in 2028. Comment down below with your thoughts, and a special thanks to one of our YouTube members, Marisa Miranda, for supporting us at the executive producer level. Follow me at EA Voss and subscribe to all the channels in the New Rockstars Network for breakdowns and news coverage of everything you love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Man, y'all, I'm excited. I'm excited for this this whole video. I mean, not this whole movie. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for Doomsday. All this come out. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do when this comes out. I'm definitely gonna do like a review of the movies. I'm gonna do some movie reviews like Dwayne and Jazz be doing. I be watching them. They be doing like little movie reviews after they go and watch it. And they watch it a day early. I'm gonna have to see how they do that, and I'm gonna go do it myself. And the next video y'all see might be this Vision Quest trailer. I didn't even know. See, I didn't even know this came out. That's crazy. I might hit that. But without further ado, y'all boys, I'm finna get up out of here. I'm gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come check out whatever else is on here, and then tonight we're gonna go live and watch some scary shit, bro. I keep saying that, but we're gonna do it today. We're gonna get that shit done today. Peace.